I am done investing in ball pythons, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. What's up everybody, Anthony with grand.daddy.herps back again with another video. Yes, and as you heard in the intro, I am done investing in ball pythons, but not for reasons you may think. So as all of you guys may know, market has not been great. If you are selling ball pythons, that is, market just has not been great. There has been, a tremendous slowdown with sales, at least for the majority of us, from the feedback that we've all been getting. Some people are killing it, some people are producing the right stuff, and others are maybe mass producing, or they're just not producing the right stuff. I kind of fall a little bit in, I'm producing the right stuff, but most of the right stuff I'm producing, I'm holding on to. I've got a lot of byproduct that I got this past season that is just slow to move, so I'm gonna end up wholesaling a lot of that stuff out because I am starting to get clutches for this coming season. I also did not really go hard this season like I did last season. I think last season I pushed 30 clutches, somewhere give or take around 30 clutches. This year I'm probably gonna do about a third of that. I just really want to focus on a few select projects, downsizing a lot of the females that I've had in previous years. I'm really trying to cut the collection back by at least a third. But part of that is leading into this video, and I'm actually shifting a little bit of my focus another direction, because this market has actually been a good thing. Even though it is stressful that animals aren't moving, it's actually been a good thing because it's kind of opened my eyes to other opportunities that I should be taking advantage of to help me in situations like this. So the title of the video is I'm no longer investing in ball pythons. Sure, it was a little bit of a clickbait, but it's actually kind of true. I have no intentions of investing, at least in the short future, in ball pythons. I'm happy with what I already have. Sure, I'll bring in some new stuff in the future, or maybe not near future, but once we start hatching babies from this season, I see what I'm holding back. Might even start working out some trade deals. Trade deals have actually been kind of the bread and butter for me the last few years. I've met some awesome people, we've worked out some trades, I've been able to get new genes into the collection without actually having to reach in my own pocket. But I noticed that one of the, well, I guess the last two shows that I vended at, that there is a need for a specific colubrid that I just don't see. I don't think they're a huge hit with a lot of people, therefore I think that's why I don't see them. But those of you that have known me for the last 12 plus years have known that I've always had a special place in my heart for garter snakes. So I figured while things are moving slow, this is a great time for me to start a new project, start a new adventure, something different other than ball pythons that maybe I can also enjoy, have fun with, and see where I can take that part of the market as well. So I've been putting a lot of thinking. I want to expand the garter snake side of things. As you saw in recent videos, I did pick up a few other colubrids. I actually really enjoy them on a day-to-day basis. Interacting and feeding colubrids is a lot more fun than ball pythons. I'm just being completely honest. So it's kind of piqued my interest a little bit. But you're gonna see in this video that I picked up some really killer looking garter snakes that I plan on raising up over the next 2, 3, 4 years, and seeing if I can bring some of those to the West Coast. So my advice to a lot of people that are kind of panicking right now, I think it's a good time to invest in a project while values are down. So if you want to invest ball pythons, no better time to invest in it than now. If you want to invest in a project that you've kind of always wanted to do, I think now is a great time, because again, the market's down, and what better time to really start something new? And that's kind of where I'm at. All right guys, here they are in all their glory. I don't think I'm going to open up the lid, just because these guys are very flighty, and the last thing I want is for these guys to get out, and I'm over here chasing little tiny worms, trying to get them back in here. So you can see I've got 3 sets of pairs. So we'll start with the females. So as you can see, a lot going on. I'm gonna start with the melanistic. So it's the one that's solid black. Let me see if I can get up close right here for you guys to check them out. So it's a solid black garter snake. They've got a white under lip. The bottom lip is white, you know, all the way through to the back of its head. Now, the interesting thing about garter snakes is they're not like our ball pythons where it is a color morph and that is what it is. A lot of these have to do with their localities. So the melanistics are, I'm going to try to say this without butchering it. It's a Thamnophis sertalis. So it's an eastern garter snake, also known as a common garter snake. So they mainly reside in the eastern states. You can find them pretty easily out in like Florida, where it's more humid. So I've got a female, and over here I've got a male. So awesome looking snakes. I'll try to get you guys some better footage of them. Of course, not in here because I know it's hard to see. And then the next one I'm going to show is, you can see the one that's got a lot of black and white checkering going on right there. So that is a very unique one. Apparently they're not too common in the hobby because they're from a really small region in Florida. It's called the, I'm going to try to not butcher this as well, the Apalachicola National Forest is where these guys are from, which is located in Florida. So they're similar to the Thamnophis sertalis. Their scientific name is Thamnophis sertalis ordinatus. So they are slightly different. I would say they're maybe a cousin, but really unique. And what's neat is the melanistics, they stay really black. You know, they're kind of like your king snakes, your Mexican black kings. They just stay nice and black. They don't really lose any of that. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, first 5 people that comment Morph Market, I'm going to send them an awesome Morph Market sticker. Let me show you guys real quick. I'm going to send you guys one of these cool new Morph Market stickers, and I'm also going to send you a Grand.daddy.herps sticker. So first 5 people that write Morph Market in the comments, I will hit you up and I will send you out some stickers. The apalachicolas, they actually turn different color. They actually get kind of like a slight blue haze to them and a slight red haze. They almost two-tone. It's like the upper half gets one color and the bottom half gets a different one, kind of like the albino you see hovering around next to it. So I got a nice 1.1 of those, so it'll be fun to raise those up. And I think they're just super cool because they look like your checkered garters, but just with a much busier look. And then the last one, which is really neat, this is an albinoerythristic flame. So it's like a T-positive albino, so you get a lot of those dark caramel colors and reds, but the erythristic also does that, which helps enhance the reds. Now what's neat about garters too is that you can get different levels of contrast and brightness in those reds. So of course the breeders like to pick out the reddest reds they can find and then hold those back and, you know, rinse and repeat. That way over time you get, you know, more reds, darker reds, and majority of your litters. So these are also part of the Eastern Garter family. So they are Thamnophis sertalis, and you can find like the melanistics and the albinos, you can find them as far north as Canada and as far south as South Florida, but they are in the eastern side of the United States and Canada. So Eastern Garters seem to have more of the neat stuff. California, we get the California red-sided. There we go. Look at those, beautiful. But for the most part, Eastern's got a lot of the good stuff. But there you have it. Again, I'm going to try to get you some better close-ups and look forward to giving you guys some more videos on some garter snakes, doing some feedings, because I don't live feed my garter snakes, with the exception of some of the older ones. Every now and again they'll get a live pinky, but for the most part it's frozen thawed. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of different from, you know, previous videos, and you know, if you're excited to see more garter snake videos, let me know. If you're here strictly for the ball pythons, don't worry, that stuff's not going away. I got a lot of updates that, you know, I want to show you guys. A lot of the babies from last year that I held back are starting to get some good size. They're pushing, you know, 400 or 500 grams, you know, give or take. You know, some are not. Some of the males from last season are almost at breeding size. So, you know, this 23-24 season that's coming up, it's going to be probably one of my most potent and powerful breedings that I've ever done, you know. So I can't wait for these males, you know, to replace, you know, the males from the previous season. So super excited. You guys are going to want to stay tuned. But until next time, guys, it's Anthony with Granddaddy Herps. Keep it grand. Peace.